Good morning. I actually have a bit of good news to bring you this morning. If you've been coming around here for very long, you know that I am a science nut. You know that I love energy production, and even much more so, I love alternative energy. Now, that being said, I am a realist, and I understand that we can't just throw the nation on solar power. We can't just throw the nation on wind power. It doesn't work that way. Although some people seem to think it does. Ask Germany how that's worked out for them. So one of the particular pieces of technology that I've really kept a close eye on is fusion technology, because I know that if we could achieve that, we might have a nice, stable source of clean power without having to worry about everybody glowing in the dark, right? Fusion technology is, in my opinion, much safer than the current nuclear power production facilities. So anyway, I know this is something that China has been working on. They have a project, I believe they call it the artificial sun, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know exactly how far China is along with fusion technology, but what I do know is what news broke out on AP today. U.S. scientists announced fusion energy breakthrough. This is amazing. It's kind of a lengthy article. Bear with me. I am going to read through it because this is important information for those with eyes to see and ears to hear. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm announced a major scientific breakthrough Tuesday in the decades-long quest to harness fusion, the energy that powers the sun and stars. Researchers at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California for the first time produced more energy in a fusion reaction than was used to ignite it, something called net energy gain, the Energy Department said. The achievement will pave the way for advancements in national defense and the future of clean power, Granholm and other officials said. Granholm was appearing alongside Livermore researchers at a news conference in Washington. This is a landmark achievement for the researchers and staff in the National Ignition Facility who have dedicated their careers to seeing fusion ignition become a reality, and this milestone will undoubtedly spark even more discovery, Granholm said, adding that the breakthrough will go down in the history books. White House Science Advisor Arati Prabhakar, and I'm sure I said that wrong, appearing with Granholm, called the fusion ignition a tremendous example of what persistence can achieve and an engineering marvel beyond belief. An earlier story follows. It says Energy Secretary was set to... Okay, this is just kind of going into the backstory of it, so actually I don't really need to read all of that. I will leave the link in the description of the video as well as the first comment if you would like to read the article in its entirety yourself, or if you'd like to share it around. This is big. This is big. Now, is it real? I hope that they aren't doing this just to kind of puff their chest at Russia and China. I really hope that's not the case, because this is big. This is big. From my understanding about fusion technology, it can be done, like I said, much, much more safe than what our current nuclear reactors are. That's what we're after. We need something that can be shut down. And from my understanding, if I understand it correctly, fusion can be shut down. It can just be shut down. There is no meltdown. There is no radioactive cloud that takes out, Gosh, I would hate to even know if a reactor had a complete meltdown, say in the center of the country. I would hate to know how much it would affect, how far out it would affect. It would be massive. With fusion, you don't have near that many worries. As far as I know, it's much safer. I mean, exponentially safer than what nuclear power is. So let's hope. Let's hope this is a real deal and they're just not trying to scare Russia like they have, half a dozen other times here in the recent. And it ain't working. But let's hope this is the real deal. let's hope that we are at least a step closer to true energy independence. And when I say that, in my opinion, true energy independence is one that, I don't know, maybe that these corporations can't sit there and highway rob our power bills. That would be nice. I don't honestly think that much will change, though, as far as on a consumer end level. I think we're still going to get screwed over no matter what. But that's the whole name of the game, I guess. Anyway, good news. Let's see where it leads. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Shalom.